The first few episodes of Percy Jackson Season 2 just came out, and we all know that the showrunners of Percy Jackson are working on a Power Rangers reboot for Disney+. And I watched these episodes to kind of get an idea of what they could do with Power Rangers. How are they building the characters and the storylines? What are they going to do with the action stuff, right? Let's get into it, talk about it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake one.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. We are so happy to have you guys. Now today, we're going to give you a brief synopsis of what is happening in Percy Jackson Season 2, and then we're going to talk about how the showrunners of Percy Jackson can take some of these things and put them into Power Rangers. Now, I'm not asking for Power Rangers to be a carbon copy of this show. That wouldn't be any fun, but when you're watching like someone else's productions and their art, you know, some things are going to trickle over to Power Rangers. And I do like the storytelling and the characters. The world that they are building in Percy Jackson is actually like super entertaining. And I appreciate it. Making Power Rangers like structured like that is kind of fun thinking about that, because they're taking these characters and adding a bunch of problems and a bunch of situations and things that our Power Rangers that we know were never put into these type of situations, because it was more of a little kid show for many, many years, right? And some of the best seasons were some of the darkest seasons. Well, Percy Jackson is probably, what is the target age for Percy Jackson? It has to be like teenagers/adults, because this is definitely not a show I would show like a 5 or 6 year old. One, they might not get it, and some parts are scary and it's kind of epic. There's a lot going on with this one, and that's what we want. Now, before it was announced or anything like that, Percy Jackson Season 1, I sat down with my wife and watched that, and it was super fun. We had no idea that these guys were going to be working on Power Rangers. We just kind of saw something new on Disney Plus, and we were familiar with the books. So we wanted to, sit down and watch it, and it was a really good time. Who knew that like a year after that, it'd be announced that these guys are going to be working on Power Rangers. It's kind of cool. So let's talk about Season 2, Episodes 1 and 2 real quick of Percy Jackson. We're not going to go on like a giant 10-minute tangent, but I do want to talk about a few things, all right? So the new season of Percy Jackson and the Olympians on Disney Plus is hitting all the right notes, bringing back that childhood magic with its chaotic demigod adventures. Season 2 kicks off with I Play Dodgeball with cannibals and demon pigeons attack, throwing Percy into a whirlwind of nightmares and real-life troubles. He grapples with visions of Grover in danger, the arrival of his half-brother Tyson, and a growing connection with Annabeth. The episodes dive into a race against time to save Camp Half-Blood after Thala's tree is poisoned, a chariot race interrupted by deadly birds, and ultimately a rogue quest to rescue Grover, all while navigating the complicated feelings brewing between Percy and Annabeth. With cannibals, killer birds, and a quest to save his friends, this is exactly what I was looking for in Season 2. These showrunners are going to be developing a Power Rangers reboot, and the way that they have grown these characters makes me excited to see what they will do with the Power Rangers universe. The one thing that I do like about Percy Jackson is they're building these characters, they're telling stories, but there is some type of action going on. Now, they didn't get to go out on a quest yet, but there were lies, there was deceits, there was demon pigeons, there was a race. Like, there's a lot of things happening between these first couple episodes, and they didn't actually go out and fight anything. The reason why I think that is important is because it shows that they can grow and build these characters and still make it entertaining. We've all watched certain shows that, take a while to build up, but it's super boring. There were some things going on these first couple episodes that you had to pay attention to because I feel like they're going to unlock some other episodes and storylines in the future. It is really exciting, and Power Rangers has done that over the years, but at times it seemed like half the episodes were filler episodes and you could watch them out of order besides like the beginning, middle, and end. And then there's some seasons that really do a great job of storytelling, right? And I think that Percy Jackson and the Olympians is a great example of taking a kid IP that people have read for years. In Power Rangers case, it would be have watched, but have taken this and turned this into something entertaining that the old fans that read the books 20 years ago could watch now, but also a younger audience that's 12, 13, 16, they could sit down and check this out. And that's what we want for Power Rangers. And who knows, if it's a hit, there might be room to do other things for the younger demographic. I know Power Rangers wants to do it. It was just the old show's format was kind of in the middle between both of its fan bases. The one fan base are us adults that grew up watching it, and they weren't really making a show like a Percy Jackson for us, right? But then the younger demographic wasn't really watching Power Rangers like that because there were other shows that were newer that were for that younger generation. So Power Rangers just kind of sat in the middle where some kids watched it, some adults watched it, but not a lot of people watched it compared to other shows that were coming out, right? So that's why I think it is cool to switch it up, and based off of season 1 and the first 2 episodes of season 2, I like the direction that this show is going, and if they infuse Power Rangers with this model and this mold and do their own Power Ranger thing, I think it could be a hit. It doesn't mean it's gonna be a hit. You gotta remember, for something to be a success, it's where hard work and luck meet at the same time. So you gotta put the work in, you gotta do your due diligence, you gotta get good writers, gotta get good directors, you've got to get good cast members, and then they gotta deliver, right? And then you gotta put money in for marketing, and sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes that right person shares it, or somebody talks about it on tour, a music artist, or, something happens that you didn't necessarily think was going to happen that could send Power Rangers back into #1 status. Now, who freaking knows? I'm just happy we're getting something, but at the same time, I want it to be good, because if this doesn't fizzle out, we could see more Power Ranger things happening, more seasons, more toys, all that stuff. If this is not good, or it doesn't make a lot of money, no one watches it, right? It's going to fizzle out, and then we could see Power Rangers on another hiatus. Who knows what happens to Power Rangers after that? So it is important to kind of pay attention, see what's happening around us and what could affect us. That's why when that Karate Kid movie came out, or for a while I was following that because Jonathan Entwistle was the director, and then we kind of found out that he wasn't going to do the Power Rangers project no more, but I had an eye on it to kind of get an idea of what they could bring to the table. And if you're a Power Ranger fan, go check out Percy Jackson and the Olympians on Disney+. I mean, it's a cool show, and you'll get an idea of what these guys can bring to the table for Power Rangers. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Thomas Franco, Roderick Ham, and the Gamer TV Silent Gameplay. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan-exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now. And you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.